So girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card, and today is going to be what is it saying about you. So it goes with that saying that could be extremely triggering. Okay, George is here, as you can hear. Divorce. Okay, let's go. Oh my goodness, everything is flowing. Okay. Let's do 2 pounds, and then we develop, and then we have a soul card. All right, we know the deal now. Okay, oops. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pound number 1. What is it saying about you? The Magician, the Star, Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. Well, you definitely manifest, and they are also very glad that they manifest you. Because the magician sometimes is someone who like to keep an illusion. I don't want to be too clear on things. I don't want to, be clear to other people neither. I don't want anyone to know my business really, okay? However, there's also this idea of manifesting. So I like that. The thing is, there is a clarity here. So the illusion has to stop. Maybe that brought a 10 of swords before the Ace of Swords. Let's not forget. So that could have been a very difficult period of time for you guys. Or what they were saying, that you've been through a lot and now you know what you want and you know what you don't want. You're very clear and you make it happen. You manifest it. With the Star is also they have a massive amount of I wouldn't say particularly respect, but amazing admiration, because they think that you the light at the end of a tunnel. They may still be in a tunnel, they may still do the work when you actually done the work, and you're shining and you're very bright and you're very balanced when it comes to emotion, because liquid, water, whatever, it's emotion in tarot. So they look up to you, and that's what they probably say, that person is magical. Male, female, doesn't matter. That person manifests whatever they want. They went through so many things, but they're actually very vibrant as a result, because you've been there, you've done it, okay? You got the t-shirt, okay? So let's have more information about what they say about you. But so far, very good. Yeah, they can appreciate that you've been through a lot. Maybe you and that person have a little bit of, I wouldn't say conflict, but it's a bit misunderstanding. But we're almost there, because after the 9 of Wands, you have a 10 of Wands and then the Ace of Wands. So we're almost at the end of that trouble. But it may have been simple misunderstanding. It happened to everyone. So that's not a big deal. Or they could say that you may have been angry at people, you've been having a problem and, misunderstanding with a lot of people. But you're getting there, right? I don't think it's so much that version, but I have to mention it anyway. Well, the thing is, what they say about you is that you may be protective of the heart, because you do not want to be hurt again, which is totally fair enough. So you may be a bit defensive, or maybe you do not want to see the truth. As a magician as well, there's an idea of, I don't want to see the truth. I'm maintaining an illusion, because it's easier for me than to really confront myself. And you can see it's just being able to see. But there's an idea of, there's an idea of introspection here with our moon. So even though they might say about you that you don't want to confront the truth, inevitably it's going to have to be done. Or that could be them, I cannot choose between two. Well, actually, when you have a star, excuse me, there's only one way forward. Okay, it's simple as that. Okay, so maybe it can be reversed. It's a general reading, so it can, just take what resonates really. Okay, so let's have a major arcana about what they're saying about you. And then what is it? Funny enough, I was feeling strength. It's so funny, and it come out. Damn. Yeah, it's very strong. Your connection is very strong, and what they say about you is like, you are phenomenal. You are an inspiration. You're very powerful, but you're shining bright without pretension. A star is going to shine regardless, and they're not trying to compete with another star. At the end of the day, you are unique in your own, capacity, and they love that. You do not compare yourself to the rest of the world. You do your thing. Beautiful. So, part number 2, what they say about you. Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, 8 of Swords was very straightforward here. Okay, so they probably see you as someone contemplating, covering your heart, keeping the card close to your chest. Male, female, Queen of Cups is someone who has an enormous amount of love to give. But at the moment, you're kind of protective a little bit, okay? So the thing is, you also have that capacity. to see people for who they are. Let's not forget as well that person talking about you may be the Queen of Cups protecting themselves towards you or from you, because High Priestess, male, female, doesn't matter, you have the capacity to see through people. You're going to see them for who they are, emotionally, particularly. And you see them emotionally naked. And many people don't like that because it's a bit uncomfortable, you know. Wow, you see everything about me. You know everything about me, but I cannot really see through you. You're very tranquil, you kind of like sit on it, you just don't, you know, you're not a headless chicken running around like this. No, you're just very calm, very, you know, congruent with yourself, very content. And for them, it's like confusing. And some people who are not comfortable with their own skin might not like you like that, because you see them, you see the truth, and they don't like to be seen. And they cannot see you as clearly and as strongly. So there is a, you know, for some people who are not very confident in themselves or not doing things the right way, you see them for who they are and they don't like it. Even if you don't say a word, the way you look at them, you know, and they know that you know, right? So maybe someone who's talking about you, what they're saying is that, well, I don't know if I'm enough, because look, I'm just stuck on that level, and that person is up here. I don't really know how to get there. That is rubbish, because if you manifest in each other, it's because you're on the same vibration, so you're the same level. There's nothing to fear. But we all have that kind of like, am I enough? Am I lovable? I mean, most of us have that issue. I mean, let's not forget, we may deal with it in different ways. Some of us are a bit depressed, a bit quiet, a bit timid, and others like show off. But underneath, there is that ideal, I'm not very confident, all right? So yeah, there's a healing going on here as well, okay? And also it could be a part of the karmic debt that need to be paid off. So the idea of I'm not enough on this one, maybe the root of the issue or a trauma from childhood, or that karmic debt that hasn't been paid off by one of your ancestors. So we need to rest and pause and have a moment, okay? And that person could say about you that you've done the work, you've done the healing, and number 4 is about the soul, the home. So it's quite amazing. So they might be frustrated about you because you know so much. You know so much, and they think, damn it, how do you know that? But also for you, it can be a bit frustrating because you know the end of the movie and they have to go through the whole thing. And you're like, oh my God, how long is it going to take, right? Yes, as possible. So we have an idea of rebirth with the death card. So there is something dying in order to create something new. So what they're saying about you is you're very resilient. And yes, you had to go through very difficult times, but look at you now. Who's the daddy now, you know? Very admirative. A lot of admiration towards you. So let's have a measure of, what am I saying? Measure. Let's do this. Wow. Okay, what do we have here? The sun. Wow. What they say about you is phenomenal. Because that is the best card of the whole deck, so it's only positive. Even if you're challenging their belief system or whatever, it's just, you're unbelievable, because with you, somehow they feel like at peace, they can be themselves. You're probably the only person with whom they can be goofy or just naughty or whatever, or even be quiet and be okay with it. When they're with you, it's the little boy and the little girl, or 2 little boys or 2 little girls playing together. And it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, a lot of joy, a lot of giggle for no reason, and that's the beauty of life, isn't it? So on this note, have a beautiful day, and I see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.